Hello everyone, welcome back to Andrina's Creations. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to customize your own tie treat box. Now, this is going to be my first Cricut tutorial. If you all know me, y'all know I am not a Cricut user whatsoever, but I get tons of questions on Cricut, and thanks to all my supporters on my Facebook group, they have gifted me a Cricut last year. So are you guys ready for this Cricut tutorial? Let's get started. First thing you need to do is head on over to my website, andrinaskreations.com. After you're inside my website, you're going to go to shop. You're going to click on templates, and then you're going to scroll to the tie box. Actually, the tie box is all the way to the end, but you can also just search here the word tie box. Once you click on the template, you're going to purchase your template. Now, make sure that you do add your correct email, because whatever email you added, that's where your digital instant download is going to go to. Now, if you added the wrong email, I'm getting a lot of email saying like you didn't send me the template. Now make sure that your email is the correct template. Okay, after you purchase, you're going to receive that link, and then you're going to click on that link, and then you're going to download that link. You are going to be receiving a zipped folder. That zipped folder has two files, an SVG and a silhouette file. You must extract that folder. You cannot just double click on the folder and think that it's going to automatically open in the software that you're going to be using. Now today I'll be showing you how to use this template in Cricut, but I do have a separate tutorial using Silhouette Studio. Now, how do you extract a file or a folder? You're going to receive a zipped folder, so then you're going to go this is the zipped folder that you're going to receive. You must click on the zipped folder, click on extract, click on extract all, and then make sure that you select a folder wherever you want this file to go to. So if you usually purchase a lot from me, make a separate folder of Andrina's Creations template, or whatever seller you purchase for, or Etsy folder, or whoever folder, so you know specifically when you are ready to use these files, you know which folder to go to. So all you have to do is click on browse and then select the folder that you want it to go to. So mine is actually in the tie box template. Click select folder and then click on extract. Okay, once you extract it, you're gonna have these two files, a tie box layer SVG and then the silhouette file. If you are using Silhouette, you can use either or, but if you are using Cricut, you must use the SVG. My SVG files have this Microsoft Edge symbol. I'm getting a lot of emails that once you extract and you're clicking on the SVG, the template is empty. You cannot double click on the file and think that's going to automatically open in Cricut. That's not how it's going to work. And then you're going to see this blank file and say, where's the SVG at? This is not how you do it. After you extract that folder and you have those two separate files, your next step is you need to go inside of Cricut. Once you are inside of Cricut, you're going to click on upload right here where it says image, and click on upload image. You're going to go to browse. You're going to go ahead and look for wherever that folder you saved it in, and you're going to click on the tie box SVG. Okay, click on that one, click on open. Then click to upload, select it, add it to canvas. I'm also getting a lot of emails saying, well, I can't see the template once I upload. Right here you have the zoom in and the zoom out button. If you can't see the template but you still see all this on the side of your screen, just zoom out so you're able to see where the template is and pull it to the middle. All right, when you are using my templates in Cricut, you must resize the template because Cricut brings it in a different size. So how will you resize my templates? All my templates have the measurements as well. Right here it says ungroup the template from the measurements, and you will do this with all the templates. You're going to right click and ungroup it. Move these measurements to the side, and it says right here, while your locked proportions are locked, resize it to this. So I'm going to click on the template, everything's grouped together, making sure that my locked proportions are locked, and I'm going to go ahead here to my width, and I'm going to type 30.69 292 and enter. And automatically your height should change to 24.111. Here, if you do not want to make this size box, you are able to still make this size smaller. You can make them 3 different sizes. Will be the largest size with the measurements that I provided, but you can do small, medium, and large. Making sure that your lock proportions are locked, you are able to bring this box down like this, make sure it's selected, and you're just gonna scale it down, and you can make your box smaller, and again a medium size. You choose what you want to do, but before you do any of this, please make sure that you put these measurements first, because once you are going to assemble your box, you don't want these pieces not to be matching. So again, put these measurements, and then you're able to drag it down if you want to make the box smaller. Now you're going to ask, what are all these pieces for? The light pink is the main box, the teal it's the lid, the purple it's the layer that you're going to glue on top of your lid. The purple is if you want to cut it out of glitter or metallic, and then your light green is what you're going to glue on top of your purple, and this is where you're going to put your design. Now remember, all this is optional. You can actually just use your pattern cardstock and just cut these 2 pieces out, and you don't have to do the layers. You also don't have to use both layers. You can just put your design on the purple one and forget about the light green. You have options. Now the darker pink one is the layers that's going to go inside of your main box, just in case. Okay, Cricut, what's going on? Your darker pink ones is the one that's going to go inside your light pink one if you don't want to see those tabs, or if you want to design inside of your box. And that's it. Again, all these pieces are optionals. You do not have to do that. Now in Cricut, it's a different way than Silhouette. If you don't know, I am a Silhouette user. This is my first Cricut tutorial. So if you work if you are a Cricut user and you do anything different than me, comment down below so I can learn a little bit with you. Again, bear with me. This is my first Cricut tutorial. I know the bare minimum in Cricut, but a lot of people have been asking me how to use my templates in Cricut. So here are the Cricut tutorials. Now you're going to click on this piece, the light pink one, and you're going to ungroup it from the score marks. Now in my templates, I provide these little dashes because in Silhouette we do not use a score tool. Our score marks in Silhouette are little cut lines. So this is what I provided here. I do know that Cricut offers a score tool. I have never used that, so I'm going to have Cricut actually do my score marks as little cut lines as well. And these are these pieces that I provided. So I ungrouped them, as you can see, and let me undo. Now when they are ungrouped, I'm going to select them both, and I'm going to click here on attach. And now my score marks are attached to this. I had to do the same thing with the teal lid. I'm going to right click and ungroup, and then select it and attached. Now this is something that I personally like to use. I like to color all my pieces, the color cardstock that I'm going to be using. So when I'm ready to cut out my cardstock, I know what colors I'm going to be using. So I'm going to click on the main box, and I'm going to color this in black. So right here where it says operation, I'm going to click on the color black. Then my lid, I'm going to cut it out of the color red. And then my purple pieces, I'm actually going to be cutting them out of gold metallic cardstock. And I want to put a design on these pieces here. Now while all my pieces are selected, right here where it says operation, where it says basic cut, I'm going to change that to print then cut. You need to save your images to your pattern fill, or if you're going to add a background in here, you need to save your background. You're going to have to go back to upload, and let me go to Google, and then I just looked up Ohio Buckeye background. Then I clicked on images. I selected one, right click, save image. I have a sports folder, and then I saved it into my sports folder and clicked on save, and I actually saved 2 of them. Right click and save this image. Click on save, and they're both in your sports folder. Went back into Cricut. Now I'm gonna go to upload. I'm gonna click here where it says pattern fill and upload a pattern. Go to browse. Go ahead to the folder that you save your image to. selected, click on open, and then upload to your patterns. Now I already have them saved, so I don't have to upload them again. So I'm going to click on cancel. Again, these pieces, make sure they are on operation print then cut. I'm going to click where it has the light green color, click on color, click on pattern, and select the pattern that I want to use. Where it says edit pattern, I'm going to actually move my pattern a little bit, that like a -1 or 2, so I can move it a little bit more. Then click on the exit sign, and you can also scale your pattern up and down however you choose to do it. Okay, so that one's there. Now I'm going to select these pieces here, that these are going to go inside of the box. Do the same thing in operation, change it to print then cut, click on the color, click on pattern, select the pattern that you want to use, and I don't have to edit this pattern. Okay, now you're also able to add a font or words to your stuff. Remember, you can use these for any theme. For Father's Day is right around the corner, baby showers, so you have a tuxedo party, a boss baby party, whatever you want to use them for. So let's say you want to put the name of the child, or happy birthday, happy Father's Day, whatever you want. So I'm going to click on text, and I'm going to type. If you want to change the font, I'm going to click here where it says font and click here. And then right here it says all system and Cricut. I'm going to click on the system. These are my actual fonts. So then you just select the font that you already have saved. Select one. Okay. Now I don't want my font to be black, so I'm going to select it. Right here I'm going to change the color to white. And then I'm going to add an offset. Now at 0.056, and just click on apply, and then I'm going to make sure that my offset is the color black, which it is. Then I'm going to select them both and click on flattened. Okay, so they're both together, and then I want these words in the inside of my tie from the inside of the box. So I'm just going to rotate this. Select them both, go to align and center, and then while they're both selected, I'm also going to flatten them out, so my tie shape and my words are flattened together. So when the machine go ahead and cut it, the machine doesn't actually cut out these words from inside of the tie. So make sure you flatten them together. Okay, so these two are flattened together. Okay, once you are done designing everything how you would like it, now you're going to go ahead and click on make it. Now it's going to have everything individual mats. I guess this is how Cricut does it. Then you're going to click on continue. You're going to go ahead and send it to the printer, because these items are going to be a print and cut. It's going to say send to printer. Now I like to click on my preferences because I like to print on premium presentation paper mats. I have an Eco Tank 16600, and I'm also going to add bleed. So right here where it says use system dialog, I'm going to select that, then click on print. I'm going to select my EcoTech 16600. I'm going to click on preferences. I'm going to click on paper tray, because I like to print from the back tray of my printer. Document size 8x11. I like to print on premium presentation paper matte, quality on standard, and click on OK. Then click on print. Then after you print, you're just going to load your mat to your Cricut, and right here I'm going to click on medium cardstock 80 pound. Then load your mat to your Cricut and then have it cut. Okay, and let me click on cancel because I already have everything cut out, and then you're going to have to repeat the same steps for each print and cut. I don't know if that's doing it for me, but that's the way I had to do it. So on the second one, I did again the continue, send it to printer, and then again I had to use system dialog and put my preferences on each print and cut paper, okay? Because like I said, I like to print on premium presentation paper mats. And then I click on print, and I did all that with all of them. And then you are going to go ahead and cut your black, your red, or whatever colors you chose. And then once you're done printing and cutting everything, let's be right back so we can start assembling your pieces, okay? Okay, I personally like to use 100-pound cardstock Basil brand, Bazzil, Clear Path, and Cardstock Warehouse. You can find the Basil brand at Joann's, Clear Path, and Cardstock Warehouse on Amazon, but Cardstock Warehouse also has their own website. Now you can use 65-pound, 80-pound, or 100-pound. I personally like 100-pound because your items become more thicker. It's totally a preference on what you want to use. If you only have 80-pound or 65-pound, go ahead, feel free to use that. I get my metallic cardstock usually at Joann's, Michael's, or Amazon as well. I printed my images on 100-pound white cardstock. I got this pack from Joann's. It's the Park Lane brand. Now keep in mind to make sure that you use the paper that's compatible with your printer. With my printer, I can print cardstock, and again, this is 100-pound cardstock. I'm going to start assembling the lid first. So the first thing you need to do is fold over where all the score marks are at. After I do that, I'm going to start gluing my gold pieces first, and the glue that I'll be using today is my own brand of glue, Andrina's Creations craft glue. You can find it on my website, andrinaskreations.com. At the moment, I'm out of stock. Here I'm showing you that you can glue the parts in the tabs in the inside or the tabs on the outside. If you glue them on the outside, you need to assemble the box first. Like this, you're not going to be able to see the tabs. If you glue the tabs in the inside, you are going to be seeing the tabs in the inside unless you cut out the same pieces that you cut from the top, cut them out from the inside so you can cover the tabs. If you don't mind no one seeing the tabs, leave it just like that. As you can see, I'm going to glue everything first and then assemble my box, so you are going to be able to see the tabs in the inside. After you're done gluing all your gold pieces, go ahead and glue all your design pieces on top of the gold. After you are done gluing all your pieces, I'm going to use hot glue to glue my tabs. You do not need to use hot glue. To me, it's just a quicker process. You can use any other adhesive, your double-sided tape, or any other glue you might have. I just personally think that hot glue is much faster, and I am using a high temp glue gun. You are now going to repeat the same steps for the inside of the box. Fold all your score marks, glue it together, and then add your design for the inside. Again, that is totally optional. You don't have to cover the inside of the box. This is just an extra step if you would like to do that. Alright guys, here it is, the final result. I hope you guys enjoyed my first Cricut tutorial. If you think I did good, don't forget to comment down a green heart, not a blue heart this time. And don't forget to subscribe. If this is the first time you're watching me, don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell to get notified every time I upload new videos. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok at Andrina's Creations LLC. Alright guys, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Hey you, yes you, are you really leaving without liking this video? Come on guys, please like the video. It helps YouTube push up my videos up in the algorithm. Alright guys, bye bye.